Hey guys, it's Awesome Golf Plus coming to you today to do an updated What's in the Bag. Alright, let's go ahead and get into the clubs. First off, we got the driver. I have the new Cobra LTDX LS driver, 9 degree with a Tour AD graphite design HD 5S. The reason I kind of went to this LTDX LS driver is because the numbers were just a little bit better than the rad speed that I formerly had. Spin rate was a lot better, and the ball speed was about 3 or 4 mile an hour hotter off the face. And I noticed that it was a little bit more forgiving on kind of my high toe miss, and I had the adjustability of the weights in the front of the head to kind of put a little bit of fade bias in it. I started off with the Tennessee white shaft, which is a stock option, and it was working really good for me. But here within the past month or so, I upgraded to a Tour AD graphite design shaft, and it improved my numbers even better. Moving on to the 3-wood, I have the matching LTDX LS 3-wood. Have it lofted down to 13.5 degrees with a Tennessee white 75X. And this time I went with a 3-wood in the LTDX LS fairway. It's an upgrade from my F9 5-wood that I previously had. The reason I went with a 3-wood this time is because I needed something a little longer off the tee for a secondary driving option, as well as something to get to longer par 5s on a second shot, because as we'll see in a second, I implemented a new 2 hybrid in the bag, which kind of was chasing those numbers of that 5-wood that I had, so I needed something a little longer than that F9 5-wood. Next up, we have that 2 hybrid I was talking about. That's the King Tech Cobra hybrid. It has 17 degrees of loft, and I have it loft down to 1.5 degrees stronger, so that I can use it as kind of a driving iron off the tee, and also hit a cut shot with enough spin rate to hold a green. This one has the MMT hybrid shaft at 80 grams extra stiff. In the top end of my iron set, I have through the 7 through the 4 iron, the Mizuno Pro 225 irons. They're their hollow muscle back irons, so they're forgiving forged, giving it a little extra forgiveness in that top end of the iron set, and they all have that Dynamic Gold X100 120 gram shaft. In the bottom set of my Mizuno irons, I have the Mizuno Pro 223s. They're the Elite Player cavity irons. They have a little smaller blade length for a little bit more control and workability on those scoring clubs. One of the reasons I upgraded to the Mizuno clubs over the Cobra Tour Mims that I was playing before is they have a little bit better feel. The metal injection molding technology had quite a bit of forgiveness in it, but lacked a little bit of workability and feel. So these forged clubs from Mizuno give me kind of both those things I was looking for compared to those Cobra irons. I recently upgraded to the MG3 TaylorMade wedges. They both have the raw rust face finish and include Dynamic Gold S200 Tour issue shafts. I upgraded to these MG3s from the snakebite wedges because I wanted something with a little softer feel than the Cobras, as well as kind of a raw face to keep that spin rate up in wet conditions. And finally, for my putter, I still have my Mizuno M-Craft 4 Blue Ion putter. Hasn't had any reason to kind of get taken out of the bag yet, so still keeping that in the bag from the last video. It's the only remaining club from that last set.